Okay, today's class we're going to focus on strengthening into the hips and the hamstrings. So a lot of people, when they start doing yoga and things like that, they think their hamstrings are tight and that all they need to do is stretch them lots, when actually tight hamstrings is usually a signal that they're not very strong. So when we strengthen them, they are able to release a lot more. So it's one of the things we focus on today. We're going to start lying on your backs. Please lie down, please. And we'll have the knees bent so you've got your heels right underneath your knees. Good. Okay, just going to be aware of your body first of all. So you can have your eyes open or closed and just noticing maybe in your lower body from your hips down through your legs if you're holding tension. And just to begin with, see if you can relax through your hips. So just bring your feet a bit wider to the edges of your mat if you're on a mat. Knock the knees together so the knees are dropping together. And then really purposely relax your hips. Relaxing the fronts of your legs, your shins, your feet. And relaxing into the bottoms of your feet, your calves, and your hamstrings. And then keeping your feet about the distance of your mat, just start to gently drop your knees down one way and then the other, to bring a little bit of movement into warm up. Good. So just notice you might be able to go further one way than the other, that's fine. We've all got different things going on with our bodies, just noticing. Good, and then eventually feet to the middle. So we're going to bring the feet about hip distance apart now. So heels under your knees, arms alongside. So we're going to push into the feet, and as you breathe in, lift your hips up as high as you can, squeezing your glutes. Good, as you breathe out, we're going to lower down slowly so your hips touch the ground last. And again, we're going to inhale, hips lift, squeeze into the glutes. Good, and then exhale, rolling down. Perfect. One more time there. So squeeze the glutes, push the feet, lifting up. So we're going to hold it at the top here. Squeeze your hands together if you can and really shuffle your shoulders underneath. Good. And then if this feels okay, add on a little bit more strength by lifting your heels up off the floor now. Good. Well done. So heels come down, hands apart, and we're going to roll down gently through the back. Good. All right, so from here, we'll hug the knees into the chest. We're going to come and have a little roll up and down through your spine a few times to massage the back. Good. And then the next time we come up, we'll have the feet on the floor, hands behind you. So pushing your feet down again, kind of use your heels to drag you forward and up. So we're pushing the hips up. Good. And then the hips come down and just hover off the ground there. So again, use your heels to drag you forward and up, hold it at the top. Good, and then hips coming down. We'll do it one more time. Again, use your heels to drag you forward and up. We're going to hold it there. Good, nice. Coming down, and then over onto our hands and knees when you're ready. Okay, so we'll just do a little bit of a cat-cow movement here to warm up the spine. So we're going to pull the chest forward, lift the tailbone, and as you breathe out, push the floor and round the back. So again, as you breathe in, open the front of the body. As you breathe out, slowly rounding the back. Good. Just moving through this a few times. And we're going to start to strengthen the hips. So this is a specific movement to really engage the hip muscles. So what we're going to do is lift your left leg up behind you, just keeping the knee bent for a moment. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do, we might have done this before, push your heel up as high as you can. Okay, then bring your knee out to the side, push it out as far as you can, bring it round to your chest. Good, and then continue. So push the heel up, out, all the way round and in. Good. So continuing with this movement, especially this top bit, push the heel up as high as you can, pull out and round. Good. So what we can do here to strengthen your core as well at the same time is to take your opposite hand, your right hand, and hold your opposite shoulder with it. So when you do it, you might not be able to make as big a circle, but you're really using a lot more strength now. Good. Keep breathing. If it's burning, that's fine. It's good. Good. Well done. We're going to bring the knee down and bring the hand down. Nice. Hips have a little wiggle side to side. And the other side. So hopefully you can feel that nice and warm down the hips. Right foot's going to push up. Okay. Push the knee out to the side. So some people say it's like a dog weeing up a lamppost. You can think what you want. Big circles. So heel up high as you can. Keep the knee very high as you bring it out and round. Good. So we do want to feel at this top corner bit that the muscle is engaging. Good. And then again, if you want to make it a bit more challenging for your core, Left hand's going to hold your opposite shoulder. And then you're just engaging the muscles a lot more there. Keep breathing through your nose if you can. 2 more circles. Woo. Good, well done. All right, so hand down, knee down. Come back to child pose for a moment, so hips to heels, and just keep your arms stretching forward. Good, nice. And we're going to make our way to downward facing dog for a moment. So you tuck your toes and gently push the hips slowly up and back behind you. Good. Just give the legs a little stretch out for a moment. So one heel, then the other's pressing towards the ground. Neck and the eyes nice and relaxed. Good. And then from here, we're going to bend both knees. Your shins are just about hovering off the ground. Good, nice. Then push the hips back, downward facing dog. Good. Again, bend the knees, just hovering off the floor there. Perfect. Downward facing dog. And then one more time, bend the knees, hold it. Good, and then push back. Good. Okay, so we're going to walk to the front of the mat now, through the forward fold. Good. So nice and gently coming to roll up to stand. The head will be the last thing to come up. Good, hands lift as well. Good, into a few gentle squats now. So palms come to the chest. We're going to bend the knees, sit low into the hips and push your hips right back away from your knees. Good. So as you breathe in now, straighten the legs, lift the arms. As you breathe out, bend the knees, really sit back. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, sitting low. 1 more time, coming all the way up. And then sitting low. Good. All right, so from here, we're going to hold it down in this lower position. See how low you can get your hips. So you might even be able to get them right down parallel with the floor. Good, well done. Hold it a little bit longer. Maybe you can stretch your arms forward. This is horrible, I know. Good, well done. Hands are going to come down. We're going to step the right foot back and lower that knee to the ground. Good. So just to warm up the hips a bit more, we're going to come forward, stretching into your hips. Good, then as you pull back, come onto your heel, lift the toes. 1 more time there, slowly coming forward. And then slowly back. Good, nice. All right, so keep the hands flat on the floor now. We're going to bring your left leg back behind you in the air and the hands at the edges of your mat. Good. So taking your left leg to the side to tap the floor, and then we're going to draw a big high arch up and over, tapping the other side on the ground there. Good. So then again, up and over to your left. Nice. And then up and over to the right. Good. 1 more time. Take that leg to the left, tap the ground. Good. Now we're going to bring the leg straight back behind you and the opposite arm straight forward. Good. So hold it, hold it, hold it if you can. Then the next exhale, we're going to pull the knee and the elbow together round the spine, a bit like cat-cow. Then push away, leg extends away, arm extends away. 1 more time, round and tap together. And then extend away. Perfect, good. So put the hand down. We're going to bring the foot to the floor and then come back into downward facing dog. Good, well done. So from downward facing dog, we'll come into our plank position, hold it for a second. And then like we did a moment ago, take your left foot, tap it to the ground next to you. Good, then swap over, right foot taps to the ground next to you. 1 more time, take the left foot, tap to the side. And then right foot taps to the side. Good, well done. Then we're going to lower down. So you might drop the knees, bend the elbows, and then gently into cobra. So for today, just gently take the shoulders back. Nice, good. Pressing back into a child's pose position. Give the head a rest. Keep the breath nice and slow. Good, and then tucking the toes again, down facing dog. Perfect. All right, so we're going to step to the front of the mat. Feet are at hip distance apart again. Come on up to stand, hands lift. Good, and then again, palms to chest, bend the knees, really sit back away from the knees. Good, we're going to do an exhale this time. Take a breath in now. Exhale, come up. Good. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, come up. Good. 1 more time there, sit as low as you can. Good, that's it. And then maybe even stretch your arms forward. So you want to put most of the weight in your heels. See if you can even lift your toes up. Good, well done. Hands come to the ground. So we're going to step the left foot back this time, pop the knee to the floor. So again, just warming up the hips. We're going to come forward, stretching into the hips. Then come onto your heel and lift the toes. One more time there, gently coming forward. And then gently drawing back. Nice, okay, so now we're going to take that right leg straight back behind you in the air. So try and keep the elbows really straight. We're going to tap it out to the side, to the right, and then draw a big high arch up and over to the left. Good, again, up and over to the right, elbow straight, up and over to the left. Nice, now bringing that leg straight back behind you, opposite arm straight forward. We're going to take a breath in here. As we exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow, squeeze, scrunch everything together. Inhale, stretch away. Exhale, squeeze in. One more time, stretch away. Good, squeeze in. Fantastic. Then we're going to bring the hand down, tuck the toes, and down facing dog. Well done, really good. So from here, we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. So we're in a forward fold on the back of the mat. Good, keep the knees nice and soft as you roll up to stand. Nice, hands going to lift. And then palms to the chest. Good, really nice. All right, so from here, a little bit of a standing sequence. We're going to take a big step apart with the feet here. Good, turn the toes outwards and bend the knees. Okay, so a little bit of a Tai Chi movement first of all. So as you breathe in, bring the palms together. As you breathe out, push the hands to your right as we turn forward and dip the knee towards the ground. Good. Inhale to the center, palms together. Exhale, turn the other way, dip the knee down. Yes, lovely. So one more time, round towards the right. Whoop. Good, nice. And then round towards the left, wobbling as well. Good, all right, so as we come to the center now, we're gonna sit low into the hips. Good, palms up to the sides. And we're gonna hold this for a moment or so here. So hold it, hold it, hold it, good. If it's too much, obviously come out of it, but keep holding. Good, that's it. If you wanna make it more challenging, lift your heels up. Good, and then let's refine it a bit. So pull the knees wider now, sit lower. Heels higher. One more time, knees wider, sit lower, woo. Heels higher, keep breathing. Good, well done, heels down, hands on the legs and gently just kind of ease side to side. Good, nice. All right, so we're going to go into a little different version of this. So come back into our Tai Chi movements. We're going to breathe in, palms together. Breathe out, turn to the right, push, knee towards the ground. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left, push knee towards the ground. Good. One more time each way, nice and smooth. Whoop. Good, nice. Round the other way. Perfect, good. And then this time we're going to come to the center again, feet parallel. Some little kind of squats here. So palms together. Sit into your right hip quite low. Other toes point to the ceiling. So like before, I'm pushing my bum back. Good. Sit to that left hip really low. Other toes to ceiling. Good, nice. So reach arms forward now if you can. Sit into that right hip, far away from your hands. Yeah, good. Sit into the left hip, far away from your hands. One more time each side. So sit the hips as far back as you can. Yes, nice. To the left, really far back. Amazing, good. Feet flat. We're going to turn the feet parallel now and come into a forward fold all the way down. Good, well done. So when you get there, gently bending one knee and then the other. So we're easing side to side. Good. Okay, so from here, we're going to bend the knees slightly, rolling up to stand. Good. And we'll come into a little balance here. So feet together. If you imagine you've got 4 points around your body, we're going to tap them to build a bit of strength here. So do whatever you need to do with your hands to help you balance. We're going to lift one knee up. Good. So have a point forward in front of you. We're going to lightly tap. Good, nice. Out to the side. If you imagine you're tapping water, barely even touching it. Good. Back behind you. Nice. And then cross behind your body. Then one more time, but further and lighter. So bend your standing knee to help you forward. Whoop. Out to the side as far as you can. That's it, good. Back behind as far as you can. And then really cross behind you there. Yes, good. And then let it go. Perfect, good. Give the legs a little shake out. Other side. So we're going to take the other knee up, reaching it forward. One leg's usually easing the other. To the side very lightly. Good. Back behind you. And then cross behind your body there. One more time, further and lighter. So bend the standing knee, sit low. Good, well done. To the side. Nice. Back behind. Not doing very well. And then cross behind if you can. Good, and then to the ground. Well done. So shaking out the legs, we're going to come to the ground now. So big breath in, stretch the arms up. Breathe out, bend the knees, sit halfway. Take a full breath in and out here, well done. Lift your heels up if you can as well now. Good, well done. Heels down, forward fold. So we're going to come back into a plank position. Nice, lower to the ground, so drop the knees, bend the elbows into cobra. So we're lifting the chest. Nice, good, and then onto our hands and knees again. So we're going to come into a variation of pigeon, so we'll build some strength before we stretch the hips out now. So we're going to take the right knee next to your right wrist, slide it forward, put the shin on a diagonal, okay, and the back leg points back. So before we stretch, let's build some strength. Come onto your fingertips, and this bit of floor between your front knee and your back knee, try and squeeze it together. So what I'm doing is pulling my knees towards each other lots, and I'm coming up. So you can have your hands on the floor, or if you can really squeeze, you can maybe hover your hands. Good, pull your knees together as much as you can. Nice, and then let go and gently come into the stretch. It's always good to have a little bit of a stretch after you've built some strength. So when we're here, just starting to slow down the breathing. Good, again, just seeing if you can release any tension around the hips and the legs for a moment. And then we'll slowly walk the hands back up towards you. So we've got your right knee bent. We're going to sit over onto that side and go into some heel taps now. So there's also for building strength in the hips. So we're going to take your left knee, bend it, lift it as high as you can. Good. Then bring your heels as close as you can. You might be able to tap them. And then bring the leg away and hover off the ground. Good. You might get cramp as well. Bring the knee up, heels together. And then away. Good. 2 more times. Maybe you hover the hands a bit stronger, heels together. Heels away. 1 more time together. And away. Fantastic. Wherever you are, let's bring the feet together, knees dropping apart, and we'll gently forward fold here. So again, amongst all the strengthening, just releasing the tension now. Let the muscles relax for a moment. Good, well done. Slowly come up. All right, before we do our second side, we're going to do a couple of hamstring bridges here, just to really engage the hamstrings. So we'll lie down on your back. Same as we did at the beginning, heels are going to be underneath your knees. But now, instead of having your whole foot on the floor, just come onto your heels. So flex your feet with just your heels on the floor. So what I'm doing here is pushing my heels firmly into the floor. And then without moving anything, I'm dragging my heels towards me. So my heels are pushing down and they're pulling towards me. And when I do that, I can feel the muscles engaging, okay? So do that, squeeze your bum, tuck your tailbone underneath and lift your hips. So it's just like bridge, but you can feel hopefully your hamstrings and glutes are working hard. Good, well done. And then slowly come down. So that's level 1. Bit more challenging, slide your legs away from you. Okay, again, push your heels down. Try and drag them towards you. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Keep that tailbone really tucked underneath the whole time. Keep breathing. Good, coming down. So shaking totally fine. Last time, legs further away. So you might even have your knees barely bent. Push down, squeeze and lift. Good, so I can really feel this one. Keep breathing, try to have the toes pointing to the ceiling. Good, and then hips down, well done. So let the legs go, just kind of flop the feet side to side to release them. And we'll come into that pigeon pose on the other side. So hugging the knees to the chest, gently rolling up and over onto hands and knees. Good. And the last little bit now. So left knee's going to go next to your left wrist. Pop the shin on a diagonal and the back leg slides back. So first of all, come up onto the fingertips. This bit of floor between the knees, try and squeeze it. So pull the front knee back and the back knee forward. Pull. You might be able to lift your hands, but it's not a must. Good. Keep pulling, keep engaging, keep breathing, more importantly. Good. And then letting go and moving into the stretch. So come on down, relaxing the breathing and your eye muscles. Good. And really gently walking the hands up towards you. So sitting the weight to the left side this time. Okay, let me just turn around to face you. So we're going to go, last bit of strength here. Lift the right knee nice and high. Heels tap. And then away. Good. Hovering if you can. Lift the knee, tap, heels or close, away. 2 more times. Hands hovering if you can. Heels near. Heels far away. Use a lot more core strength for this again. Heels near. Heels far away. Amazing. So soles of the feet come together. For this one, the feet come a bit further away from your body. Good. Gently forward folding. And just starting to maybe make your exhale a little bit longer now. Good, well done. Slowly coming up. All right, let's just stretch out the glutes for a moment because we've used them a lot today. So come on down onto your back. Left ankle's going to cross over the opposite knee. You can stay there or hold that right thigh and gently pull the legs in towards you. Good. Might feel good to have a little rock from side to side maybe as well. Good, then swapping over. Right ankle crosses over the other knee. Keeping that foot nice and flexed, drawing the legs in, and maybe rocking side to side. Good, just finishing with happy baby. So draw the knees more towards the shoulders. So you can hold the thighs or reach up and hold the inner arches of the feet. Let the knees pull down and perhaps rock from side to side. Good, well done. Okay, so feet come to the ground. So you can either straighten the legs or like we did at the beginning, you might put the feet wide and lock the knees together. It's nice and neutral for the spine. Coming into 3 breaths here to really relax the nervous system to finish. So together, take a breath in. Another breath in at the top. And then we're going to blow the air out the mouth for a very long time, okay? So blowing out now. Good. When you're ready, breathing in. Another breath in at the top. Long blow the air out. Last time, breath in. Another one at the top. Blow the air out. Back to normal breathing. And then we'll hug the knees into the chest. Coming to rock yourself up to sit. Good. Well done.